Alright, friends and neighbors, so this is a sifter I actually got from the Aurora Fossil Museum in North Carolina. It's in Aurora, North Carolina, and they have a big pile of rejects from the phosphate mine. And you can go out there and sift through and look for shark's teeth and shells and fossils and stuff. All right, but we bought them, and so we brought them home, of course. And I'm using it to sift my compost. All right, and this is a tumble composter. You put your scraps in. When one side gets full, you start filling up the other side, and once a day or at least every couple of days you spin it. This is what I've gotten so far. You can see that. And this is, well, some of it's probably decayed, some of it's, I'm sure, worm compost. I have quite a few worms. I bought a little bucket from Pike's Nursery for like 20 bucks. Put them in there, and of course worms make more worms, and so I've got more now. I'll insert a picture here. Right, those are the worms. All right, and I'll show you the process. This is by no means the end all be all to vermicomposting or worm composting or just composting. That's just what I do. I have some kind of scoop. I'm using a pot here. I just scoop some of it out. Most of this has been here for a while, so it's kind of stuck to the bottom. Larger things, this looks like a mango husk from the seed. I don't know how well you can see it, but there's a little baby worm on there. I just checked that on the other side. And I know it's probably going to take 20 years to decompose, but not going to hurt anything. And so we got some worms in here and whatnot. And the other thing I find interesting is, again, I don't know how well you can see it, but right there at the end of my thumb, that's a husk from some kind of little insect, right? So ecology, man. All right, so we just dump our stuff in, and kind of like the hokey pokey, we shake it all about. And the stuff's small enough, it's gonna fall through, obviously. Everything else I put in the other side of my tumble composter, worms and all. All right, and there's still plenty more, so I'm gonna keep at it. All right, so this is what's left in here, and there's quite a bit. I don't know how well I can show you, but like there's a couple of inches at the very bottom, but it's kind of wet and clumpy. And I can scoop that out, but it's not going to sift very well because it's all in big clumps. There are plenty of worms still in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to add a bunch of dried leaves to it. And I'm not going to fill it all the way up, but I want something in there to help mix that stuff up. And then we're going to start adding to this side, and we're going to leave this side alone. I added the leaves. I spun it around a couple of times. And so hopefully it'll start breaking down and we'll go on with life. So the other side is, there's leaves, there's food scraps, there's an apple in there, and a whole bunch of worms. So in a few months we'll have some stuff over there. So I'm going to flip this around. This side has the clock for weight, this side has the plus for add. All right, so that way we know which side to put the compost on.